sack that time. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Wait, 20!
So a very tight first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Everyone, check it. Reload.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Check.
Hey, Alpha. Alert.
Throwing again. Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Brady. Flushed out right. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
What a catch. And one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by M.J. Stewart, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Hey, set. Ready?
Check. 42's the mic.
Alert.
42's the mic. 42's the mic. Watch the screen.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begun. Sugar. Don't get nervous.
Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. You're not ready. You're not ready.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Brandon. This is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's complete to Drake. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the 30 on second down, Murray.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Murray. But Murray fighting, lost the football. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Flushed out right. Levante David, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
58's Mike. Here it comes.
Sugar!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots, where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now this time, Murray to throw it. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Murray now. Flush to his right. And he hits Drake. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
I got him.
42 is Mike.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. So that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Cardinals defense as they head out to set up shop. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick 6, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone, but their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. $71 yards. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Here's Murray, flushed out right. He goes underneath the Drake. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Here's Murray from midfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levante David. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Murray and company going for it on 4th.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
72. Hey, team 6. Let's go up. Go,
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
50.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Hey, orbit.
It's a party now. Mike 42. Mike 42. Hey, defense.
Hey, check it.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Flushed out right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Murray to throw. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Back to throw, Murray.
I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He finds Hopkins complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. To throw is Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it! It's caught for a touchdown! And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break two. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.